preparing you to live essentially in the kingdom of God. It's preparing you to live in God's presence. You want to be accustomed to living in holiness, right? And a lot of times we're only reminded that we have the Spirit with us when something negative happens. We hear somebody say something that is really degrading, or we accidentally see something that's really degrading. All of a sudden, you can feel that Spirit within you kind of withdraw.
Yeah.
Yes, and you're reminded, like, oh man, I forgot what it feels like to have, that Spirit kind of step away for a moment. I have a good buddy of mine who works in human trafficking. He's a special agent and was assigned to a task force that works with federal agents to investigate and then pursue these human trafficking victims. And almost always it's of a sexually explicit nature. And he when he first got into it, especially, he just talked about how difficult it was as a faithful, devout member of the church and covenant keeper of God, how difficult it was to begin an investigation or be given an investigation and have to go through and read certain things and see certain images and be essentially part of a world in which he is so removed.
There's no Spirit there.
No, and I could see that the first several months of him being part of this, until he learned how to essentially rely on the Lord and allow the Lord to kind of help strengthen him, because this work needs done. I mean, and we need righteous men to be a part of this, men and women to be a part of this work. But you could see how there was a period, a transition where it was really obviously affecting him. And now I can see he's kind of back to where he was. Like he's now really able to allow the Lord to enable him and to strengthen him. But there was that period where you could see you don't realize the level or the amount of the Spirit that is consistently with you until you get kind of exposed to things where the Spirit is totally absent and totally gone. And all of a sudden you're reminded, man, I do live with the Spirit a lot more than maybe I thought or give credit to,
And then we have some pleas in verses 43 to 53 for the saints to be delivered from all the terrible things to be poured out upon the wicked in the last days. And it gets goes into some detail here about the terrible things being poured out upon the wicked.
The plagues of the wicked.
But the verse that jumped out at me, 46, enable thy servants to seal up the law and bind up the testimony, that they may be prepared against to the day of burning. And to me, what stood out there is just the law of sacrifice, meaning terrible things are going to be happening to the earth.
Yeah.
So when he's saying poured out upon the wicked, I mean, that doesn't mean it's only the wicked being affected by the consequences of the iniquity on the earth. There's lots of end times prophecy about what's terrible things that will be happening on the earth, but we can be spared from those things spiritually. And enable thy servants to seal up the law, bind up the testimony. I mean, to me, what immediately comes to my mind when I read that is the law of sacrifice, that we're willing to give and sacrifice all things, even our life, if necessary, right, for God and for Jesus Christ.
Hit that like button, leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it.
They may seem like little things, but liking, commenting, it helps the algorithm push our content out to more people. So it's our small way of sharing the gospel in a social media age.